What are you eating? Why are you eating it? And when are you eating it? Those are the topics we will be discussing today. Disclaimer, we are not healthcare professionals. This is not advice for you to go and do. They are suggestions of things we've tried that have surely helped us lose weight and become healthy. Go along with us on the journey, but please consult your healthcare professional before you try any of these things.
Yes, please do.
I'm George.
And I'm Keisha.
And welcome to Life with the Sansburys. We're back again another week with another video. I want to say thank you to those of you that have interacted with us since we released the video last week. I've gotten calls, messages, and we've got new subscribers. Watch hours are up. If you have not watched it, please go back and watch it. It's where we kicked off things as far as our keto journey, fitness, all those types of things. So go back and watch it if you get a chance. Today we want to talk about, what are you eating? Why are you eating it? And when are you eating it? Those things are very important. We put out a challenge last week to cut your carbs and cut your sugars. I hope you all are doing wonderful with that. Please let us know in the comment section. Did you cut sugars? Did you cut carbs? How'd you feel? How are you going on that?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about, what are you eating? Are there things that the people watching shouldn't be eating this, or I should be eating this? Let's talk about shouldn't. What are some things that they definitely should not be eating if they want to lose weight, if they want to be healthy, if they want their body to be healthy, their brain to be healthy, to feel better health? What are some things they should not be eating?
Let's say processed foods, foods loaded with sugars, which are lots of processed foods, are things that you should most definitely cut out. Or if not cut out, because I know sometimes it's hard to cut out, at least minimize as soon as possible and as much as possible.
You mentioned stay away from processed foods. Cut back on them if possible. So basically be intentional about eating food that is whole foods. So when I say whole foods, what I'm thinking about is like meat, for instance. Don't go get a processed, with rib meat chicken nugget. You know what I'm saying? Eat chicken, eat steak, eat salmon if you're a meat eater. Those things like that. If you're eating vegetables, just eat the whole vegetable. Don't worry about getting processed, mixed, this and that. It's funny, we were talking to Ernest yesterday, and we're talking about cereal. Like, so many people eat cereal. And, the grains of cereal are like this, but the list of ingredients are like that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't add up.
If you look at the ingredients on a label, if you're eating things with labels and not whole foods, then you can't pronounce that stuff. You don't know what it is. You probably don't need to be eating.
That's true.
That includes candy, sweets, all kinds of stuff like that. So if you're going to go with the keto diet, which we really love, puts you in a state of ketosis where your body is not running off of sugar, but your body's energy source becomes fat, which is very efficient. It makes your brain, it helps your brain. It helps your body, your cells, everything. I mean, you are what you eat, like it says, right? So if you're eating junk, I'm just saying. So eat whole foods as much as possible. And it takes planning, but you can do it.
And it takes discipline.
It takes discipline.
And much planning.
But you'll feel so much better. When are you eating?
When are you eating?
We discussed intermittent fasting. With intermittent fasting, it's basically having a window of time where you are not eating. Some of the studies suggest that a 16-8 window is good, where you are fasting for 16 hours and an 8-hour window where you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
When you're eating like this, you give your body time to digest the food. And being in a fasted state really is good for your body.
Yes.
So what do you say to the person that's like, 16 hours? I can't do that.
I say you can do anything you put your mind to, first and foremost. And I would say, one, do what's best for your body, because you hear 16-8, but me personally, I don't do 16-8. I do a 14-10, because for me that works better. So I go 14 hours, no eating. My eat period each day is from 11 to 9. So from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., that's when I can eat. Now, that doesn't mean, and I think we'll get into this later, that I am eating constantly from 11 to 9. That's not what that means. But that is my window. When I do eat, it's from 11 to 9. But yes, to that person, I would say, first, you can do anything that you put your mind to it. If 16-8 seems too broad at first, do something smaller. Do a 14-10. And if a 14-10 seems like, oh my gosh, I can't do that, start off with a 12-12. But as long as you're making strides towards your goal, you can do it. But you have to start somewhere. So just start. So that's what I would say to that person.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you do it, the more you can extend that window.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to fast completely, do a 3-day fast, just water, coffee, you can do it. You really can. When you think about it, if you eat at 8 or 9 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
and then you go to sleep, you get up, instead of rushing to eat breakfast out of habit, because breakfast, you're breaking the fast of not eating overnight, don't eat breakfast. If you drink coffee, have black coffee, no sugar, no cream, no anything. The caffeine helps suppress your appetite.
Yes,
But I take supplements also in the morning, so with the two of them together, it helps me with my workout.
Mm-hmm.
I do my workout in the morning, and often I strive for 1 o'clock. If I plan right, I can follow that, but many times I may be starting to cook at 1 o'clock, and it may be 3 o'clock by the time I eat. And if I do eat around 3, often it's the only meal, and I'll have some almonds or peanuts or pork skins, or we make a cheese spread that we eat.
Mm-hmm.
So when you eat,
Yes. So here's a question. You said you try to start eating around 1?
Yeah.
Okay, that's when you... So what's your window? Do you give yourself a 16-8? Do you...
I really at night, I don't stress myself about it, especially because every day pretty much I'm eating after 1 o'clock. So if you think by 9 o'clock, I'm done, I'm finished eating, I want to be finished eating. But then here's what I do. So if I notice it's after 9 and I've eaten, I adjust on the back end. So if I'm eating after 9 o'clock, and let's say it's like 10, well, 10 o'clock tomorrow, that's 12 hours. So I can just push it on out to what? 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can push it out. So that's how I adjust it. And you don't really have to stress about it.
Yeah.
But if I don't make that 16 hour, I don't make it. Don't beat yourself up about it.
Don't.
Start somewhere. Do your best to include this in your daily routine. It's beneficial to more than just your health. For spiritual reasons. If you're a person of faith, we know the Bible talks a lot about fasting.
Fasting and prayer.
Fasting and praying.
They go together.
Many, many, many benefits to it.
Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Ooh, praying fasting is like boyfriend and girlfriend?
Fasting and prayer, or husband and wife.
Yeah, they don't date. They just get married.
Yeah, They are very beneficial.
Yes, they are.
So what's the question now?
Why are you eating?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, So
Why
let
are
me
you
ask you. No, I'm gonna ask you.
You gonna ask me a question?
Yes.
What are you gonna ask me?
Why are you eating?
What
Why
do
do
you
you eat?
Why?
Yes.
Personally or just in general?
We can do personally first.
Personally, I eat to fuel my body.
Okay.
I could not always say that.
Mm-hmm.
I used to eat because I was hungry, but the majority of the time when I ate, it was because something tasted good.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you want to eat when things taste good.
Yeah.
You don't have to be hungry. It just tastes good. It's sweet. It's salty. I can buy it. It's quick. It's convenient.
Yeah.
So normally I used to eat because something tasted good.
Yeah.
And I used to eat till I was stuffed. But I have learned that the sole purpose of eating is to fuel my body.
Yes, it is.
And I've learned that my body has fuel,
Mm-hmm.
that stored fat that we are always trying to burn by exercise. It's really what you're eating, when you're eating, the frequency of your eating that plays into it a lot more even than your exercise. So
Yes.
I eat to fuel my body to function. What I'm finding on this keto diet is that it's amazing how now I can kind of, when I need my body to perform a certain way or feel a certain way, I can eat towards that.
Yeah.
And I'm learning more about that. What
Yeah.
about you? Why are you eating?
I eat for the same reason, and
What
like you
same
said,
reason?
to fuel my body. And like you said, I haven't always eaten for that reason.
To fuel?
Yes, I haven't always eaten to fuel. I work from home, and even when I wasn't working from home, I was sitting at a desk all day. So like when you're sitting at a desk, it's easy, and it goes along with this. Typing on the computer and putting something in your mouth, it seems like it goes hand in hand. So it's easy to work and snack on some popcorn or some chips or drink a soda, because it just feels like that's what you're supposed to do when you're eating. I mean, when you're working, you're just supposed to snack, but you don't have to. You don't have to. Or if you do, you can eat something healthy and not all the time. So yes, now I am eating to fuel my body. Once I stopped doing that, I realized that I wasn't hungry all the time, and it was like a sport actually. That's the sad thing, is that it was like a sport, just something you do to help pass the time.
I feel like it becomes habitual.
Yes.
I love breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I loved eating breakfast. I looked forward to eating breakfast. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with breakfast. I'm saying for my goals, I found that breakfast was counterintuitive. It was not helping. So we eat in social gatherings. We eat to socialize. Socializing becomes a big part of eating. You can socialize. We do that. But you have options as to what you're going to eat. And you can plan things around the time when you're eating.
Yeah.
But think about why you're eating the next time you're eating, and watching TV.
Yep. They go hand in hand.
So that's why the three of these things we've talked about really kind of blend all in together. So yes, you can eat while you're watching television if you're watching television. That's a whole nother video. But
Can I ask you another question that's not a question we discussed?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to give you a scenario.
Bring it.
Okay. What are you doing? Let's just say you're driving in the car. Yep. Driving in the car. And you feel a rumble in your tummy.
Okay.
You feel a rumble.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do?
Why are you smiling so hard? Do you know what I'm gonna say? So this is gonna sound crazy. We've always said my stomach is growling. I'm hungry. I now enjoy that. When my stomach is growling now, to me it says my body is working.
Mm-hmm.
It is looking for food, and if I don't give it food, it's going to find some.
It's going to go find that stored fat.
It's going to go find that stored fat.
Mm-hmm.
So resist that growl. Oh, God. That hunger pain.
Mm-hmm.
And you will build up resistance to it where you don't succumb to the feeling of hunger and go eat.
Because I think some of the times your body is used to eating so much, so that growl comes because it's like, hey, we used to be eating every 3 hours. Now we're at 3 hours and 25 minutes and you haven't given me anything. What's the deal? So that growling happens in your tummy. But then most of the times if you resist it,
yeah,
give it 20 minutes and it'll go away and you'll realize I'm not as hungry as I thought I was. Because like you said, whatever it is in there, I don't know the technical term, it's going to go in there and it's going to find some food. And it's like, hey, there's some fat over there. Let's eat that. And
yes,
then
ma'am.
when you look in the mirror, you see the results.
You do.
Yeah.
But we got to leave them with the challenge.
What is the challenge this time? Let's say, so last time we said no.
We said cut back on.
Cut back. Okay, cut back on sugars.
And carbs.
Sugars and carbs. So this time we're going to challenge you to begin intermittent fasting.
I love it.
Whatever that is for you. Be it a 12-12, 11-13. Is that, yep, 11-13. A 10-14.
16-8.
Mm-hmm.
You can do
16-8.
it.
Whatever it is.
And we didn't really, so your time of not eating should be larger than your window of eating.
Yes.
That's the goal.
Yes, that is the
So
goal.
make sure your time not eating, your fasted state, is larger than the time period you are eating.
Yes.
We want to know in the comment section, what are you aiming for? If you need an accountability partner, we can keep you accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in the comment section, what is your goal for your intermittent fasting time? You want to fast for 24 hours, for 3 days, go for it, do it. We do that periodically. It's really good for your body. It's really good for your soul, your spirit. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you very much.
Like,
Share,
comment,
and subscribe.
we'll see you next time.